Where am I? We'll be reviewing Backrooms today. That intro had a horrible mic, but this one, pretty good mic. Hold your horses, because the Backroom is actually kinda controversial as to why there's a fan division over this seemingly YouTube-centric movie. Before we go into the review section, I think it would be a cool Clark, if you subscribe and like and share this video so we can all no clip out of existence. Now on to the video. Also, before I dive deep into this video or no clip into this video, I am no Backrooms expert, okay? I don't watch the itsy bitsy mini series they have in YouTube, but I do get the gist. I watch like one film theory from game theory, so I'm an expert. So essentially, Backrooms is what the creator, or heck, even the maker said about this entire movie, is that it's like describing a dog to someone that has never seen a dog before. So I will not talk about the Backrooms as to what it is. You kind of have to watch the movie to experience it. It's very hard for me to tell you what it is, but essentially, it's just about someone rediscovering themselves psychologically. Going into this movie, I watched The Backrooms and I thought it was gonna be like a FNAF type of, spoon-fed type of movie you probably watch Moist Critical talk about. But it's actually pretty good. Little do you know, they actually gave this movie to someone that's 3 years old or like 19 years old. I don't know, the meme is just that. Essentially, it's a very young director and fucking hell, he did a great job. It became the highest grossing A24 movie of all time. It even surpassed Muddy Supreme, which for some reason I have never made a video about. It's because I love ballet or something. And this is the part where I loved about the movie, okay? Did you know that girl in the trailer, I'm not gonna go spoil it, she was Indonesian, but man was she annoying, which, a good summarization about our netizen. But she's Indonesian, which is totally fuck all the stereotypes. I love that she's in the movie, and I love that Indonesians getting the representation, even though she doesn't speak Indonesian in the movie. But well, they know their audience, man. Indonesians will watch anything. All right, now we're gonna go to the actual middle part of this video, which
it's beautiful.
What this movie is actually about: a failing businessman, which you're probably watching a lot of movies, and this time it's a furniture store. The Backrooms, essentially from the beginning of the movie. There's already spoilers, by the way. You should click away. You should watch it. I gave it a 7, and essentially in the movie, he's failing in the business, okay? And every few seconds the light keeps twitching, and at the end of the movie, they tell you that the Backroom is actually an MRI machine, and it's just scanning his environment 24/7. And if you look into the Backrooms, like dive deep, and trust me, I'm in that For You page on TikTok, it talks about a lot about essentially his store and a lot its and bits of pieces here. I'll show you one of the photos, and in the photo you can see a chair at the edge of the seat, indicating this is when he broke the chair when he was cosplaying Pirate Clark. And you can see the shoes, I believe, are the Indonesian girl and that Sean guy. I don't know who he's Jack though. There's way too much TikTok FYP stuff in there. He died though, so fuck that guy. And essentially, it's copying over and over again. And there's a lot of symbolism in this movie. There was one theory that went into my FYP saying that in this room you can see like a ton of chairs going down, and it's actually Pirate Clark throwing all his chairs because he wants a throne, because in the ad it says that you can't own a furniture store without having a throne or some shit. So he finally got the purple thing, even though it's a bit crooked, which is why he fell. And now onto why I believe this furniture shtick. I'm gonna read this. My main issue with this setting is that, from what I've heard, furniture stores are really good for business. Furniture is not an everyday purchase because it is a big ticket item, a high cost good. Furniture retailers generally enjoy higher profit margins on individual items compared to grocery or clothing stores. This allows stores to remain profitable even with lower customer foot traffic. And it is great for money laundering, indicated by Tampico Furniture from Breaking Bad. Like, this is a great store to make some money. So my issue is, why the hell is he struggling even to find customers if it's usually a one-time purchase anyway? There are several theories that there were rival stores like IKEA or that the stuff he sells basically breaks all the time, which, come on. I actually have low sympathy for him, but I don't know. Why should I care about this shit? It's probably easier for the movie makers to make the set a furniture store because it works well with the back rooms rather than, I don't know, an aquarium store. So yeah, just a bunch of mangled fish. Maybe the backrooms doesn't even know what water is. Oh no, there's a pool scene. I don't know how the backrooms scan H2O. That's interesting. You don't really see that in MRI machines. Okay, that's basically the pet peeve of this entire movie. Okay, I'm not going into Mary. I'm not going to any other thing because the video is going to be really long. But that is the gist of it. So there's a couple of theories.
Am I right?
Hello?
This is my favorite theory, and I'm just locked the fuck in. I'm not gonna say that it's a perfect theory. I basically watched a lot of Rick and Morty episodes and realized, bro, these Rick and Morty episodes, they're basically the future of every fucking sci-fi movie ever did. They do such a great job at everything. And I believe the new season's coming up and there's so much hype about it. I can't watch it because I'm not in America. Well, I will watch it. Fucking pirated. Yeah, it's a loop now. Anyway, what I conjured up about this main theory is that it's actually like a memory machine. So if you watch season 8, episode 8 or 10, this is the final episode. In that episode, Rick is basically in a memory, and the memory can basically travel through time because it's a memory, right? And then you can just, basically brainwash a person into believing something that has never happened before. In it, Beth basically gets crazy by the end of the movie because he was brainwashed and he doesn't know what is real and not. Because fake Rick is, giving all these fucking memories to her. And the Backrooms works basically the same way. In it's just how there's no concept of time. You can no clip and then go into the future, go into the past. So that timeline kind of makes sense. Yeah, throughout the whole movie, the Backrooms remembers, but they doesn't really understand the full picture, which, that makes sense in a memory. I mean, if you, do activities that lessen your memory, old age or dementia, kind of tend to forget bits and pieces. And that's what memory is. There's a scene where, this is a pretty good scene. I don't know how they shot it. I wish they know. I wish they tell us, but they went from the upper level all the way down to the levels, and each level forgets one piece of the room. And that really enlightened how memory is basically formed or destroyed into packages. Second theory is that it's a huge MRI machine. And that makes sense because MRI, they kind of scan your brain if you don't move. If you move, you'll look kind of distorted, like Mary at the end of the episode. And basically and look at this clip.
In the back rooms and only had 3 items to help you survive, what would they be?
Hydrogen bomb?
Let me write this down.
A really big magnet.
A magnet? So yeah, the back rooms has a lot to do with MRI. But hey, that's just a theory. A film. Okay, anyway. He's running for governor now, Matt Pat, so I don't know, I'm feeling like a child now.
The place.
Time for the overall score. I told you at the beginning I gave it a 7. I'll tell you why. Why is it not a 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 8 out of 10, blah, blah, blah. It's because I believe he didn't tell everything in the backrooms. People expected it to answer a lot about the backrooms, but it was too deep to be a backrooms. That's why I gave it a 7. There we go. That makes more sense. It's too deep to be a backrooms type of movie from a YouTube, creepypasta. But I think it was great. Okay, director, you did a great job. I'm not gonna lie. You're 3 years old, but holy shit, incredible job. And fuck it, on to the end. Okay, this is the moral. And I'll read about it and put some flashy philosophical images. Maybe Greek edit. I just want to say one good lesson I liked that I learned from the movie. It should be applicable to anyone that feels empty. It comes from Mary during the final part where Clark finally realizes that maybe it was his own fault. The reason he is stuck where he is not because of his wife or his economy or others, but it's actually that he just wants to be there. It's a reflection of us, or maybe personally me, because I do a lot of things that I personally don't enjoy. Feeling anxious and addiction to video games and among many other things. It just gave me a reflection that I actually chose to be in this position. I chose to stay here, and I shouldn't have a right to complain. In that my mindset doesn't want to change. I should reflect on my position and do the things I want to do rather than what makes me feel safe or comfortable. And she says, you are your own mind, so why the fuck are you blaming your own mind? It was so clear to me that finding something to blame rather than doing something to change the actual outcome is just a lazy way to stay in one's circumstances. And I think this applies to everyone, even to my viewers, is that you are You can change the trajectory of your life by simply changing your mindset. And if you feel stuck, you feel anxious, you don't want to do anything, I'm uploading a video because of this movie. I'm not even capping. But think about your predicament, and in the future, if you already are enjoying your life, then maybe this isn't applicable to you. But if you are feeling stuck, think about it. Just think about it. Why you're feeling stuck, change. And if you want to do something about it, then you can. Anyway, I'm no philosopher. I'm like 19, but I think The Backrooms is fire. Go watch it in theater. And I'm getting no clip slowly, so I'm going down. I don't know how I'll edit this, but I'm going down to the back room.